Hello, I'm Trish Kelley, and it has been an honor to serve our community as mayor this year. When I look back on 2024, I see a year of inspiration as I've been consistently encouraged by our residents and their efforts for the betterment of Mission Viejo. I've been inspired by the way our brave firefighters, first responders, and so many from across our region came together to battle a raging wildfire in our neighboring areas. I've been moved by the selfless acts of volunteers working to serve others and improve their community in countless ways across Mission Viejo. I've been uplifted by our city's Challenger Division team that earned a trip to participate in the Little League World Series and enjoy a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I've been inspired by the Olympic spirit burning brightly again in Mission Viejo, and I'm excited for what the future holds for this great community. Nurturing that future requires a commitment to fiscal stability, and your council and city staff have worked steadfastly to provide Mission Viejo with a strong footing. Through sound financial planning and strategic spending cuts, combined with robust local business activity and an active construction market, we ended the fiscal year with a $3.7 million operating surplus. The city's general fund reserves grew to $38.4 million, which equates to 49.3% of the general fund revenue. More good news is that for fiscal year 24-25, we adopted a balanced budget providing for a $90.6 million operating budget and a $7.1 million capital improvement budget. Reflecting on our efforts for economic stability, strong financial performance, and solid management practices, the city maintained its AAA bond rating from Standard & Poor's. This is a prestigious distinction shared by only 47 of California's 482 cities. To better serve our residents and save city coffers, we've been active in securing grant awards and other proceeds to contribute funding for important projects. One of those grant-funded projects is along the Oso Creek Trail with the preliminary design of the North Oso Creek Bike and Pedestrian Trail open space, which runs from Geronimo to Costa del Sol Road. Applied through Representative Young Kim, the federal construction grant for this first phase features the initial bike pedestrian trail and improvements on the east side of the trail. It will include extending the trail, improved drive access off of Costa del Sol Road, trail fencing, a public restroom, food stand, and outdoor dining area to allow pedestrians and bicyclists to enjoy the natural setting of the Oso Creek. Speaking of the creek, more exciting efforts are planned for the Los Osos project, designed to connect the Civic Core area to the open space along the Oso Creek Trail. Phase 1 of the project is slated to begin early next year to construct the parking lot and the North Paseo event area, including seating areas as well as the addition of a small building for community and food uses, restrooms, a plaza space, and more. This area has been bustling with activity all year at over 100 events, which have attracted more than 30,000 people for weekly farmers markets, monthly night markets, music events, and other activities. This next phase will usher in new and unique opportunities for the area. You can learn more at envisionmv.com. This year, I have also been inspired by our efforts to move projects forward to benefit our community. This includes revitalizing the gateway to the Civic Core via the La Paz Bridge and Roadway Widening Project. With the lion's share funded by a federal highway bridge program grant, this project, which is substantially completed, represents the largest capital improvement project that the city has undertaken. Adding one travel lane in each direction in conjunction with the Caltrans, OCTA, I-5, La Paz interchange improvements, this will reduce traffic congestion. The widening and rehabilitation of both bridges, built in 1965, will improve structural and bicyclist and pedestrian safety, as well as add aesthetic improvements to the city's original entryway. The city also secured a new 7-year grant from OCTA for continued and expanded operation of the MV shuttle. The new grant provides a third bus to better serve school bell times and Metrolink arrivals and departures, while also saving city funds by covering special event shuttle service. A federal grant was also secured to prepare safe routes to school plans for every public school in Mission Viejo. These plans will offer recommendations to enhance bicyclist and pedestrian safety, and will also make the city eligible to apply for future infrastructure grants under the program. As public safety continues to be a top priority for Mission Viejo, the city and Congresswoman Young Kim secured another grant-funded opportunity to deploy automated license plate reader cameras for use by the Orange County Sheriff's Department. Placed at strategic intersections, the cameras help law enforcement reduce and prevent crime in our neighborhoods by registering when stolen cars or known suspects from state or national databases enter our jurisdiction and alert real-time analysts at the Sheriff's Department. The cameras also recognize when a vehicle associated with a missing person or an amber or silver alert is detected. The cameras have been hailed by many law enforcement agencies as one of the most effective crime prevention tools available. To combat the devastating effects of illicit fentanyl on our community, I was involved in staging a unique safety event to train our youth on the use of Narcan, a collaboration among Mission Viejo Police Services, the city's Emergency Operations Division, our Community of Character Youth Committee, and our Teen Advisory Board. This was the first youth-based training of its kind in Orange County. It certainly set the bar for other municipalities to follow. As I touched on earlier, the Sheriff's Department and Orange County Fire Authority heroically responded to the devastating airport fire a few months ago, and I was inspired to see how our community and so many agencies came together to support our neighbors in crisis. To assist with future emergencies, the construction of the new OCFA Fire Station 24 is on track for completion next month on the corner of Marguerite and Via Angelina. The new design will significantly expand station operations with improved emergency services to the community through the addition of facilities for a second paramedic crew. To continue to proactively prepare for disasters, this past year, our city applied for and received a $2 million fuel reduction grant from CAL FIRE. City staff is currently working with the Orange County Fire Authority to prioritize areas of concern and with consultant biologists regarding environmental requirements. The grant will aid in promoting fire prevention by reducing fuel for potential wildfire areas. Our city's animal services team also provided exemplary service during the airport fire, rescuing animals in peril in locations their owners were not able to reach, assisting others to help move animals, and deploying a command post to reunite pets with their families. Since the fire, Animal Services has continued to assist wildlife that have been displaced, injured, disoriented, and wandering into urban areas. This year, Mission Viejo Animal Services also celebrated its 30th anniversary, and throughout those decades has continued to receive incredible support from our collective community. We're working toward a common goal that was born from city leaders who dared to dream of something better for the animals and people in our area. The stories of these efforts are endless and continue to be told nationwide. For example, when the city's community relations team and animal services staff disseminated news about 10 newborn puppies that were tossed out of a vehicle and abandoned in the bushes in the middle of the night, TV, radio, print, and online media from across California and the country covered the plight of the puppies and their mother. And they were saved by Mission Viejo Animal Services volunteers and staff. Media far and wide also generated stories about a dog found tied to a tree in a park with her newborn puppies in a box, as well as a canine shot multiple times by a BB gun and her puppies that were rescued from living under a house in the desert. Through good times and bad, our animal services team continues to persevere, playing a vital role in keeping our pets and citizens safe. As you know, our commitment to public safety and improving the lives of our residents is shared by so many in this community. For a special episode of Mission Viejo Today, I interviewed OCFA Captain Paramedic Steve Concialdi, who for 33 years has been organizing and staging dramatic and emotional simulated DUI crashes on local school campuses to teach our youth a powerful lesson about the effects of driving under the influence. The event was filmed by our Mission Viejo TV, and the city's community relations staff created a YouTube video that quickly went viral. In fact, it was viewed 50 million times by people around the world. Popularity of the city's YouTube channel also skyrocketed this year and earned a Silver Creators Award. Only the second city YouTube channel in the United States to achieve that rare distinction. Growing the number of subscribers to more than 190,000, Mission Viejo's channel has significantly more subscribers than any other city-operated YouTube channel in the country. In the last year, across all city platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Nextdoor, we reached and engaged with people roughly 55 million times. Whether it's promoting an upcoming event, alerting citizens about a traffic delay or wildfire requiring emergency evacuations, our social media and proactive public outreach provides citizens with access to critical and timely information. Today, there's a lot to cover as residents embrace an abundance of activities in our community. Record enrollments were seen this year at the Pataki Center for the Arts, which offers classes for all ages in art, drama, music, and more. Further up the Oso Creek Trail, the colorful Geronimo Tunnel was transformed into a memorable concert hall for a captivating series of music performance. In August, the city again hosted the renowned Pacific Symphony performance along the Village Green. For 18 years, this event has been a hallmark of our city, with thousands of residents enjoying music under the stars at this annual spectacular, which earned us a Crescendo Award. I was honored to present Maestro Carl St. Clair with a proclamation and key to the city for his 35 years as Pacific Symphony conductor. At the library, staff applied for and received more than $150,000 in grant funding this year. These monies include an early learning grant to assist children aged 0 to 5 by furnishing programs, parenting workshops, new materials, new tech, and a wonderful new mural for the children's area. Grant funding has also facilitated a teen internship program to teach workforce skills and offer resume building experience. It has also led to the publication of a community cookbook and crafted from recipes and memories shared by Mission Viejo residents. When it comes to the growth of housing, the city has worked extensively over the last year to keep us moving forward. State law requires an 8-year cycle to draft and receive state certification of the housing element, part of our general plan that includes programs and objectives to further the development, improvement, and preservation of housing. A key element of this state requirement included zoning for a mandate to zone for 2,217 new housing units. This is called the Regional Housing Needs Assessment, or RHNA number. The city held multiple community workshops and meetings and worked closely with the state to provide for its review, and the good news is that our housing element was approved. As part of the city's ongoing park rehabilitation program, Madrid 4 Park was renovated, featuring a new and larger playground with rubberized surfacing as well as new play equipment and a shade cover. The park also has improved pedestrian circulation and ADA access. Seating areas for social gathering and other features include a bioswale with architectural boulders and plant material to filter stormwater runoff. The Sierra Recreation and Fitness Center also received a refresh, just in time for the summer months. The vast improvements and accommodations give the facility truly a resort-style experience. Sierra also expanded its family recreation swim hours on the weekends and during the summer months, giving patrons more time to enjoy the pool and water slide with family and friends. The popularity of the city's recreation facilities, summer camps, youth sports, and senior programs continues to boom with significant increases in membership and participation over the last year. The city produced a new grant-funded video about the senior Dial-a-Taxi program, and ridership almost doubled this year. Overall, attendance at our senior programming topped 100,000 this year. To assist folks facing housing insecurities, the city launched a new community outreach and engagement program. 2 outreach workers were hired to engage and assist homeless individuals or those at risk of becoming homeless. Cities of Laguna Hills and Rancho Santa Margarita have partnered with us in this initiative, resulting in a collaborative and unified effort to help community members in need. Caring for those in need is one of the inspirational traits I see from Mission Viejo residents every day. So too is pride in our city and an indomitable Olympic spirit that has saturated this community from the first Mission Viejo medalists to the Olympic bike races in 1984, to the present as we gear up for the 2028 Los Angeles Summer Games. The city's Sports and Economic Tourism Committee has been busy giving tours to various local and international teams and event organizers to draw businesses into Mission Viejo. We have welcomed delegations from countries such as Germany, Mexico, and Australia that are interested in our city as a training site for the LA Games as well as the 2026 Soccer World Cup. We were especially honored this summer during the Paris Olympics when the Netherlands selected Mission Viejo as their official training site for LA 28. This is hopefully the first of many more opportunities to bring a piece of the Olympic movement back to our city. Efforts like these can only benefit our local economy and support our hotels, restaurants, and businesses. In fact, we recently completed an economic impact study on 11 sporting events held over the past year at Lake Mission Viejo, Saddleback College, Marguerite Aquatics Complex, and various city sports parks. The study estimated these events to generate approximately 100,000 total visits with over 21,000 overnight stays. This translated to $163,000 in tax revenue to the city and generated an estimated $8.1 million in direct spending within Mission Viejo, while also supporting nearly 100 full-time and part-time jobs. This is a significant fiscal impact to our city that we'll continue to see. Not to mention the tremendous opportunity these visits present as athletes engage with our residents and schools and become part of the community and the family over the next few years. As heartening as it is to see Mission Viejo receive this type of attention from people around the globe, it's not a new development. Our city has long captured the eyes of the world, and it's amazing seeing visitors discover and embrace the same energies that have continually inspired me in my dedication to serve the public. Speaking of dedication, I've been inspired by the work of our new city manager, Elaine Lister, and assistant city manager, Jerry Hill, who both stepped into positions long held, respectively, by Dennis Wilberg and Keith Rattay. Dennis and Keith both retired this year and left Mission Viejo with an incredible legacy of accomplishment, forward thinking, and pride. We will be forever grateful for their contributions and the impact they've had on our city. While Dennis and Keith left big shoes to fill, we know that Elaine and Jerry brought their own shoes and talents to the positions. They are certainly up to the task and have been proactively working to move our city forward. You know, Mission Viejo is unique in so many ways. We stand apart from other cities thanks to our numerous parks, trails, great facilities, and our focus on recreation and the arts. We are one of the safest cities in the state and home to award-winning schools and the world-renowned Mission Viejo Natadors. We have the amazing District 68 Little League and AYSO Region 84 Soccer. We are unique by having a citywide character program. We focus on a different character quality each month, and we provide supporting materials to all 22 of our city schools. Our Community of Character program was again honored this year in receiving a Promising Practices Award from the international organization Character.org. We were the only California program to receive such recognition. There are so many reasons to be inspired and hopeful about our future. I thank my City Council colleagues, Mayor Pro Tem Bob Reish and Council members Wendy Bucknam, Brian Goodell, and Cynthia Vasquez for their wonderful work on behalf of this great community. I also thank our dedicated city staff, our Mission Viejo team, for their hard work and commitment to excellence in our city. They are the best and truly deserve credit for the success of Mission Viejo. And I thank all of you for your compassion and commitment to making Mission Viejo the very best place to live, work, play, and raise a family. As you've seen today, the state of our city is strong, and together we will continue to make it even stronger.